Cannon Lake, British Columbia, a group of 4 First Nations in British Columbia's Cariboo region have signed an agreement in principle with the provincial and federal governments, moving a step closer to establishing a formal treaty. The agreement in principle outlines the elements of a treaty for the 4 communities, including land and resource ownership, harvesting rights, social services, and processes for transition from the Indian Act to self-governance. The Northern Secwepemc Elmu is made up of the Saints Wesumcxgattem, the Texel, the Skesin, and the Zatzal First Nations. The group represents more than 2,600 people and has been negotiating with the British Columbian and Canadian governments since 1996. Google Maps Chief Anne Louis of the Texelk First Nation of Williams Lake said in a statement that Sunday's signing was a great day, representing the culmination of 25 years of discussions to end the control of the Indian Act on her band. We have heard from others who have achieved final agreement of the joy of being free of the Indian Act and making their own decisions for themselves, and the benefits they have been able to achieve for their communities and members, Louis said. The agreement signed Sunday in the Skesin community of Cannon Lake begins the final stage of treaty negotiations with the communities that make up the Northern Secwepemc Elmu. Article continued below. The BC Treaty Commission released a statement several hours later on Sunday, congratulating the parties on the agreement in principle and heralding it as a sign of progress for the Cariboo region. There are complex reconciliation issues in the area, and today's signing signals a commitment to a new relationship for the whole region, said Chief Commissioner Celeste Haldane in the release. A joint statement released by the bands, the Government of Canada and the Government of British Columbia said the treaty informed by the agreement would be guided by the government's new commitments to reconciliation. The Northern Secwepemc Elmu is made up of the Saints Wesumcxgattem, the Texel, the Skesin, and the Zatzal First Nations. The group represents more than 2,600 people and has been negotiating with the British Columbian and Canadian governments since 1996.